Jason from Ellerium Games here, and today we're going to talk about Seven Wonders Duel. Why are we going to talk about Seven Wonders Duel? Because it's one of my favorite two-player games. It is a city building card drafting mechanic in it, which is really nice. It is got lots of awards because, well, it's a good wee game. It's compact as well. I have played it many times to the point of I actually went to a tournament in UK Games Expo 2017. We had great fun. Myself and the cameraman went there. I did pretty well. Cameraman not so much. Christopher, he bailed it. So yeah, we did a few rounds of that. It's what I like about it is in the draft normally a draft is normally hidden, but with this you get that you get a sneak peek of what could become every second level, because I'll show you in the gameplay how the cards are all set up slightly different each age. So you're constantly trying to, if he takes that, I take that, we'll take that, that flips over. You're constantly trying to work out if and when and buts and all that. But it's slightly, it's massively different to main Seven Wonders. But what I'll do is I'll show you some gameplay and what's inside the box so you can get a feel for it, and then we'll reach out at the end. Oh, let's have a look in the box. So, Seven Wonders Duel, let's see. Inside the box we have the rule book, which is a nice rule book. It's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you how to set up, how to play the game. It also shows you at the end, it's got like all the how certain things activate and how they work. And then it's got what a lot of people like to cheat and use is the tech tree, so you can see where you're headed. I don't use that because I don't need it. This is a reference card. Again, it just shows you the parts in the book where reminders of things. So we'll stick that there. Advertisement. Appreciate them sometimes, but it can go over there. Then you have the tracker. This tracker here is used for your, they are called progress tokens. You're using progress tokens, and this is a military track, and this is the points you can gain from the military track, so we'll stick that there. Then inside you've got a rule book, not a rule book, a score sheet. We've got some scores in there from previous games. And here you have a card that reminds you how to set up each age, which I'll explain a bit further. Then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now you only get 12 in the box. I've got a special promo Statue of Liberty, which I got for taking part in the tournament. So normally you get 12, I'll just stick the statue over there. And they've all got, on each one's got the cost to build it and then the benefits you get from it. Then we have a normal, you get the plastic military tracker that sits on the board, and it goes up and down depending on things. But again, for taking part in the tournament, I end up with a nice metal one. What a nice, weight on it too. So then you've got these little tokens that go in here. You've got your little progress tokens, which each have an ability. And then in here you have your cards. So the brown cards are age 1. They're the cards you'll get the first sort of round of the game. On a card it has things like what you'll gain from it. In some instances it has what it costs to get, so let's see if we can find one for you that might be a bit more. See, age 1's pretty straightforward, so it's more the age 2, age 3 that'll show you differency. So we'll show you that. So that's age 1, there's some cards there. And then age 2, let's have a look at age 2. Age 2 has some bits and pieces here, see? So you need a wood and a papyrus to build this, but if you've got the one with the moon on it, which will be from age 1 somewhere in there, no, I'm not finding it. If it was in there, you could use the moon, which lets you basically bypass this part and just use this. And then there's some more specialists. It gets better. And that's that. So that's age 2. Then age 3 is more advanced again. So these things cost a bit more. And at the end of them, there are several guild cards, which you actually shuffle into the age and take some out. Because you'll not, when you set these up, you'll not use there's 3 cards always left over. So they'll be put back to the box. So that kind of creates a bit of mystery in it, and you don't know what you're getting. Likewise with this, you shuffle in several of the age cards into the deck, and you will then basically mix them. I think it's 3. I'll double check rules. You mix them in, and obviously it takes some cards out. Then in the bottom of the box here, what you've got is you've got some wooden cardboard numbers. You've got 3, 6, or 6, 3, 1. These are your coins. You'll give these out, and obviously you'll earn them and put them in, and they help you score. The way to win the game is just basically 3 ways actually. First is getting points. So you just tally up your points, which will give you a points score at the end. Or what you can do is you can win by 2 other means. You can win by military victory. So if you can get the tracker to here, you automatically win regardless. The other one is these green cards are called scientific. So if you can get 7 of these different ones, you win by scientific victory. So there you go. So there are 3 ways to win, which obviously creates a more strategic experience, and that you're constantly trying to watch how that can play out basically. So yeah, what I'll do is we will set up a quick show for just H1 and we'll take you through how it plays. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're not fully set it up because we're going to show you how to set up, because this is a bit more complicated, this one. So you get your wonders, you shuffle them up, you draw 1, 2, 3, 4, you put these aside. Then you decide who's going to go first. Now we decide by taking these coins, you put them in your hand, shuffle up, and obviously don't do it in front of the person, and you say pick a silver. If they get silver, they get to choose first. The reason that is because, flip these over, first person picks one wonder. So example, person 1 picks this one. Then the other player gets to pick 2 wonders. I'm just picking them randomly. And then the last person gets that. Then what happens is we shuffle up. You draw 1, 2, 3, 4. This time it goes in reverse. So I get to pick 1. I'm going to pick this one. And then he's going to pick these 2. And then I'm going to get stuck with this one. Now, this 4 are removed from the game and they're no longer referenced. Bye-bye. Then what you do is, I'm just going to pull these back out of the way. You then take your 7, you take tokens, your progress tokens, you shuffle these up. You put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 random ones there. You flip them over, like so. Then you give each player 7 coins to start with. Then you take your brown, or your H1, which is brown, you shuffle up. Now, I will note that these are sleeved. That's because I like sleeving things. So, because anything that needs shuffled, I need to sleeve. So, you shuffle up, you prep the deck. Now, what we're going to see here is this your reference. You go, I'm going to show you, you go 1 up, 1 up. Then you go 1 down, 1 down, 1 down. And you basically proceed through this. So, you then go up, 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 up. This is going to take a bit of a second. Boom, 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 boom. This is going to be all wonky and squint just because I'm speeding it up. Bump, 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 and he's ruined it. Always got to ruin something. And bump. So there are 3 left. They are put back to the box and they are not used. They are removed from the game completely, and that is the setup. So basically what happened is I got to go first, for example. I will pick a card. I am going to pick this one. The reason I'm picking this is because what it will do is it allows me to produce stones. So this comes up by my wonders. Now you might be able to see this properly, but I'm just going to stick them here just for reference. So that says I pick stone. Now my opponent looks, my opponent's like, my opponent pays 1 gold, he takes this one. Now, because this now has no cards on top of it, it flips over, which allows it to be bought. So there you go. Now, if you can pay the gold for these, so I would pay 3, I'm going to take this one, allows me to buy wood. This one's, say he pays 2 gold for this one, stick that over there, he gets to move the tracker up 1. So we'll go this way, and he flips this over, which means I immediately lose 2 coins. So I chuck that back in the box, and I get myself a 1 because I've lost some coins, and that's removed. He's now currently got 2 points. But this will only be in effect at the end of the game, so you can swing this tide back and forth. Then, what we'll do is we'll sneak ahead a bit. We're going to just quickly flip these over so I can see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm looking for some cheeky green ones. There's probably none in here. Probably put them all back in the box. Oh, of course. Trust me not to get 2 the same. So I'm going to cheat and cry. So, example, if you had 2 the same, so say we'll just put this out the way. If you managed to acquire 2 of the same symbol, obviously this is wheel and this is thing, that's fine, there you go. So yeah, I've got 2 wheels. That allows me to collect 1 of the progress tokens. Now each progress token has a different ability. I'm not going to go into them all because it'll take forever. And that basically then sits by your city, and you sit it there. So that's that. Now, let's say for instance we have we're in H1, we go 1, 2, and then we go 3. We're at this point here. I can elect to build one of my cities. Now, in order to do so, I have to have the relevant resources, which I'm not going to go into too much details. Say I have it all. I take a card from the stack, I stick it underneath the relevant city, or the relevant wonder, sorry, and boom, built, sorted. The other thing you can do is you can discard one. If you've got nothing you can do, discard, and you will gain 2 gold plus 1 for every gold card in your city. So you can rank up, rank up, rank up. Then that's pretty much that. You can only ever have 7 wonders built. So the first to build 4 means the other person has to hopefully try and build their 3, and then the 8th one will just be turned over and null and void. The game progresses until this moves up and down. These tokens flip over. These happens. There are things that will reference the discard pile. So cards in the game now you discard and keep in a pile. Likewise, don't stick the other progress because they get referenced in the city. This one, the Great Library, you get to basically steal one of these, which is nice. And at the end of the game, it's either highest score, scientific victory, or military victory. And as simple as that. Again, another great game, Seven Wonders. I love this game so much. It was a great buy. It's £20. It's had so much play. I've played tournaments, I've played casually, we've had micro tournaments in the store, and you know what I mean, what can I say? It is such a great game. It's like, if you like Seven Wonders, you'll love Seven Wonders Duel, and if you like Seven Wonders Duel, you should like Seven Wonders in my eyes, because even though they're slightly different mechanically in the drafting system, they still have that same city building draft feel, which is nice, and I enjoy it. There are expansions for it, which I have not picked up because I personally just like the base game. I've played with the expansion, it just didn't quite grab me as well. It kind of took from the game a little. But yeah, it's up to you. I'll put a description and link below for all the games, Seven Wonders Duel, so you can check them out. Other than that, what can I say? A good wee game, pick it up, enjoy.